things to action. I started learning about all the different modalities that are the core of why we do what we do, and that's all about your subconscious mind. You know, your subconscious mind is the ruler of what you're doing in your life, and so you've got to give your attention to it because it is influencing you whether you like it or not. So, gosh, if you're someone that really wants to open up and move into that next step, for you break through and create your own transformation, then you've got to understand that your subconscious is influencing you. So the influence of the subconscious is something that happens on a daily basis. Many times people think, oh, as a hypnotist, I can't be hypnotized, or they say, you're going to make me cluck like a chicken. Never once have I ever made anyone cluck like a chicken, because that's not my interest. My interest is transformation. So as you get an interest in learning about your own transformation, I would say for you to pick out what you want to create in your life. When you do that, understand that you have mindset cycles that are happening on a regular basis. So this learning that I'm asking you to do, focus it on yourself first. Learn about your mindset cycles. There are 3 things that you really need to know in your mindset cycles. And that is, the first one is, what are your triggers? What are your habits that trigger off of those triggers? And what are your beliefs? So that we have a trigger, and then we do something, and then we create a belief around it. And those 3 things are happening in your unconscious all the time, 24/7. And when we talk about improving your life, you can't improve your life until you know what your unconscious mindset cycles. You've got to know those 3 things. What are the things that always trigger me? What are the habits that I have built around those triggers? And what do I believe about myself because of that? When you get that cycle moving in a healthy direction, what I would call your vital minds, then everything changes. But what happens is we often get stuck in our mindset cycles because we don't have healthy habits that are off of our triggers, and we create beliefs about what we can do, what we're capable of because of those. So it's really important for you to identify within yourself, where is it that I'm wanting to go, and what are the things that I need to do to become that. Because the real thing you want to do is be it, not just be busy, doing a bunch of busy work every day. And think about this as an example. When you're trying to get healthy, are there not like 12 things that you've got to do to be healthy? Oh, I got to drink more water, and I've got to go to the store and make sure I have the right foods in my refrigerator, and then I got to prepare those foods, and then I've got to take them with me on to work. I've got to take this whole process with me, and I've got to keep doing it. And when am I going to schedule my exercise? There's all these things you have to do. But if you just brain hack it and you go, be, what can I do to be this person? Then your habits, your behaviors, your beliefs just click in automatically. So you want to, number 1, know what your mindset cycles are. Number 2, reframe the things that are holding you back. So if there's something that has been getting in your head where you're like, I really want to do this, but I don't know if I can do it. I want to tell you a little story. When I first started running marathons, I didn't believe myself to be a runner. I just thought everybody else is doing it, and they're runners, but I'm faking it, right? But what I did is take action, and as you train and as you become, I used my own vital mind techniques. I put it on for size, allowed my subconscious to believe that I'm a runner. And before I knew it, I believed it too. I'm a runner. And I started signing up for more and more marathons and finishing in them. And then once you finish, you have this confidence that comes to you. And that confidence really, really supports your goals. So number 2 is really reframing how you think about yourself. And number 3 is the good old just take action. And there's 3 words that I really want you to write down and think about, and that is desire, action, and courage. Those are the 3 principles that will fuel your goals and aspirations, and you'll get your subconscious to stand up and pay attention. Desire, action, and courage. Now the thing is, I don't want you to mess those up. It's not desire, courage, action. You don't wait until you have the courage to take the action, because if you do, you're going to be a really old person sleeping on your couch. You're never going to make it happen. So desire, action, courage. So take the action and know that the courage will come after. So those are my 3 top points to really transforming your subconscious mind. Because the thing is, as you're listening to me, I know you have goals. I know if you're an achiever and you're motivated, you've got goals, right? But what happens is, if you don't get your goals, your conscious thoughts, your goals, in place with your subconscious, you're going to always be out of whack, and you're going to feel like you're running on a treadmill, not getting anywhere. So it's really, really important that you get in alignment, all right? So that alignment is getting your conscious mind aligned with your subconscious mind. And so do that work. Do that work of the number one step was to understand your mindset cycles. Go into them, understand, God, what are the things that are triggering me to get off track? Because if you want to be somebody that has a killer mindset, that just has such a focused mindset, you've got to know the things that are happening unconsciously. So number one is those unconscious mind cycles. Know your triggers, know your habits, and know the beliefs that have come from them. Number two is reframing. How you're thinking about yourself matters. And I always say that be careful what you say, because your subconscious is always listening. It's always programming you. And start to really just notice what comes out of your mouth, because that is framing your subconscious. And your subconscious is recording. And we want our subconscious working for us. When it works for us, our healthy habits, whether it's for health, whether it's for our business, making those sales calls, our healthy habits will support us if our subconscious is on the right track, if we're in alignment. But man, when we're not in alignment, it feels like everything's going haywire. Everything feels hard, and it feels like we are having to expel a lot of energy to make our goals happen. So your subconscious matters, and knowing yourself is so important. So understand how you can reframe how you think of yourself. And number three is all about those three principles: taking action. You have the desire. All you need to do is plug in the action and the courage. And I want to leave you with this story. When I was on my path to overcoming myself, and I have to say that's really what it was, is I thought of myself as, you know, a loser, a rebellion, a person that was just a hot mess. And I knew I wanted more for myself. I had this vision of myself on stage when I was a little girl. I knew that was going to happen. It was a belief. But man, I had made it such a mess out of my life as a teenager that I didn't know how that was ever going to actually come to fruition. But there was one little glimmer